What's good, everybody? Hope everybody had a good weekend. So I just want to break down gold really quickly of what we can expect to see over this week. So last week, we've been following this up week to week. You go check out the previous videos if you like. Our forecasts have been almost 100% correct every time. And that's because we're studying the higher time frame price action. And higher time frame price action is where the strongest confirmations are. And you got to remember, on the higher time frame, it takes a lot more for price to move. So you get a lot less fake moves. So if you want to know the true direction of price, look at the higher time frame and then break it down to the lower time frames. That's why we use a lot of support resistance zones. Because if we start on the higher time frame like this, look, say for example, on the weekly, and we've got this this zone here. So while price is here, this is going to be the next zone it's going to come to. You know, here, look, it's broke up, next zone it's going to come to. Here, look, next zone it's going to come to. Here, look, next zone it's going to come to. Oh, broke down, going to come here. Tap this, oh, going to come down. Oh, broke it, it's going to come down. So you see on the weekly, the confluences are a lot higher, and same with the monthly and the daily. So you really want to use this for direction. Obviously, we can see the direction of price here. Got an impulse and then a retracement here. And then price rejected off the zone that historically it's rejected from so many times in the past here. Now, I was predicting this because last week we was bullish on the weekly, retest, and I'm looking for a continuation if this held. And after I saw this engulfing candle here, you can look at my last videos. You know, this was a confirmation to take a buy with the stop loss under here. If you wanted to swing on the weekly time frame, I don't know, but you know, a lot of people don't want to use a 500 pip stop loss. But you can see here now it's playing out, and you can see this weekly candle failed to break the previous weekly candle, and then we came all the way back up here. So all that did was mitigate previous orders that it needed to go down, fill previous price before then it's making its move back up. So I'm now expecting price to continue to the highs. However, this is now my key level. We've got the weekly opened up here with zero strength on the sells at all. So this is a higher probability that price is going to come down back into this range. And now if we study price on the lower time frame, we can see exactly why that could be the case. So if we go to the daily, we can see the daily look now has broken the structure here. So I like to be really intricate about what breaks a structure. You can do it from the swing points if you want, but I like to line them up with intricacy, and it helps me, you know, gain better confirmations, should I say, when I'm looking for price. So I had the last breaker structure here, last candle before the wick that broke the structure. So I had the daily breaker structure here, daily breaker structure down. So it was consolidating, and that's like a kind of a chain to character. And then we had a new breaker structure here. So this is now broke structure. So now we've got the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, and the hourly all bullish. So what do we want to look for? Buys, of course, because we're looking for now the weekly to head back to the weekly highs. Because look, the hourly turned bullish, then the 4 hour turned bullish. Now the daily has turned bullish, and the weekly is bullish. So the last place for price to go now is back to the weekly high, or at least to fill this imbalance here. However, we're trading with order flow. So as order flow goes, we should now head back to the highs and test these highs. So now I'm aiming for these highs here. And we predicted this, you know, when we was coming down here, when we broke this, when we came down, etc., etc. You take it level by level. Now, when this level broke, look, we was coming to this level. When this level rejected and engulfing, we're coming back to this level. This level breaks here on the weekly, we're going to go back up here. So CPI this week, so there's probably going to be a lot of movement. So we just got to see what happens. Maybe we'll consolidate for a few days and we'll drop with CPI. We'll fake the lows again, collect that liquidity, and then continue, you know, up to the highs. Who knows? However, 4 hour. Let's have a look here. Oh, so we go on the 4 hour. We can see price is now sitting on this level here. So I want ideally the 4 hour to close above here. 1 second, above this level, so we can take it to this next level. So while we're down here, a lot of imbalance here, but a big push. We've had the daily breaker structure level here. You know, I will take continuations, but with lower risk. There has to be confirmation there. We've got the volume. However, you know, when price starts to overextend, it always needs to take a breather. So that's what we've got to remember. So what we want to do ideally is wait for the better positions. If we don't get the continuations, I don't really want to look for sells. Look for the better positions to buy. And on the daily, that would be here. Or that would be here. Or even down at the lows. If it price decides to come all the way down again in continuing that consolidation. But we'll just have to see what happens there. I'm just thinking of a smaller pullback maybe into this demand zone this week, and then you know, to carry on rocketing up on the weekly. So we go on to the hourly. What do I want to see here? So previous hourly low here. We've got a candle close up here. So we've got some opportunities here. So if I put the session indicator on, we have got previous weekly lows here. We've got daily low here, which is acting as liquidity look. So we've got this imbalance here. So a good place to buy today would be here. If we see confirmation, if we get price coming down like this, so price comes down, we take the lows, we fail that we break internal structure, or we look for candlestick confirmation, then we can aim for the highs, and we can look for a continuation up here. This will be our next target. It's that previous 4-hour high that you saw that we're looking to break next. We want confirmation. So this, for me, would be lower probability confirmation because we've got liquidity down below. Price always likes taking liquidity before it does anything crazy. So we might reject from the Asia mid and head to the highs here and mess around and might come back down, take this and come like this. We don't know. We just got to play it. We just got to trade, what we see. I don't want to see that. I want to see price come down, but we've got the low volume bearish candles here. So we might see a little push into here, goes to 30 minutes, a little push into this order block, and then a continuation. But I want to see this order block get taken out. You know, I want to see this liquidity swiped and price mitigate here, in here. If that happens, that's good time then. We've got an A+ entry there. We've got all the time frames lining up, the confluence, we've got the pullback, we stayed in structure, and then we've got the lower time frame confirmation, etc., etc. So we could pull the trigger with full risk here. However, price comes down, and this is the next zone. This is another high probable zone because it's on the level where the daily broke structure. So we've got previous resistance here that'll turn into support. So another good level there. And if we break this, obviously then I'll be targeting down here and waiting for buyers, you know, when we get into these zones. But we just got to take it level by level. So if you've got any questions, guys, let me know. If you're not in our groups, come for a 7-day free trial. We're going to trade all of these live every day. And that's it, guys. We've got a super powerful robot that passes prop firm challenges for you, if that's the kind of stuff you like. And that's it, guys. Head over to BlackSwanFX.com, watch the video, take a 7-day free trial. And let's go, guys. Have a good trading week. And remember, be careful with CPI. Don't go crazy or over leverage or blow your money. Remember, risk management keeps you in the game, and it's all about staying in the game, because if you're not in the game, then you can't win the game. So, ciao, boys.